this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and I have a fun project to share with you today. It's a project that I am doing for a swap, and I wanted to add some 3-Girl Jam goodness to it. So let me get started by showing you what the products are that I'm using, and then I'll show you the finished project. I'm not doing a tutorial on this, but I will walk you through the project. So I needed some Mod Podge here, so I pulled that out, and I needed some, this is Delta Creative Ceram Coat, and this is in light ivory. This is just some paint I picked up at my local Joann's, and we are going to be altering a spool. I believe I just picked these up at Michael's, and there were 4 of them. They're 1.5 inches in diameter by 2 1/8 inches tall, and there were 4 of them in this package, and so and I think I even used a coupon, so they ended up not being very expensive. And I base painted them with this. Then I used this wonderful Tim Holtz Ideology paper, and I've kind of put off getting some of this for quite a while. This is the Ideology tissue wrap, and I decided today that I wanted to use that on this project, so I picked some of that up, again using a coupon. And I had some lace in my stash. Now this is one I kind of messed up on, but it's still kind of pretty, so I'm going to save it. I'll probably use it and make a flower out of it sometime. It just didn't work for the project, but I did use more. Then I have these rhinestones, adhesive rhinestones from Recollections, and I don't know how well you can pick that up because it's very similar to the map that I have here in color, but it's kind of some fall color, kind of a tannish brown, I guess a really light brown rhinestone. And these really pretty flowers from Recollections. Now I only had time to run to Michael's and not any of the other stores, and I was actually hoping for some smaller flowers, but I have to tell you, the way they turned out, I'm loving it just the way it is. Then I have the 3 distress inks that I believe were part of the original fall distress when Tim Holtz announced these, the Ripe Persimmon, the Seedless Preserve, and the Gathered Twigs. And like I said, I think that was the original distress fall pattern a couple years ago, or a palette a couple years ago when he introduced those. And then I used 2 different gorgeous 3-Girl Jam colors that just scream fall to me. I used Sunflower and Harvest Orange, and this is what I made. I started by painting my spool, that Ceram Coat, and then I used the Mod Podge and the paper to put the paper onto the spool. I wanted that that creamy base coat to kind of be there, because I didn't want the brown natural coat. And then I took my distress tools and I inked up each of the fall colors, and I distressed them, the purple, the persimmon, and the brown. And I distressed the tool both over the tissue paper and around the top and the bottom. Bottom wasn't as important, but I just like that finished touch. I also took a little bit of felt and kind of stuffed it down into the hole, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I adhered the bling onto the side. I used a hot glue gun, and I hot glued a little lace skirt around the bottom of the spool. And I tied a bow. This one is the sunflower yellow, and then I also hot glued on the bow, and then I hot glued on 1 flower on each. And so that I did 3 times. This one's for me, and then I have 2 more that I'm going to be swapping. And so that's the first one. And then the rest of the swap, we were supposed to make some stick pins. And so I took some beads that these are just floral pins. I got these probably a year or 2 ago. This is kind of the package. It's on the inside. They're 6mm white floral pins, and I just picked those up at Joann's a long time ago. And I have some that have the pearl tops, and I have some that have more of the crystal tops. And I took some beads and some different charms that I had in my stash, and I made different pins to put in each one, all in fall colors. And the swap didn't require fall colors, but that's what I wanted to do with it. So those 3 pins just go right inside into the felt, and then the people that I swap with will get the pins and the spool to hold them in. And so this is what I made. So this is one, this is, you know, done the same way as the other one that I showed you, but it has the harvest orange instead of the sunflower yellow. So there's those two. Then this is the third one. Again, the same idea, the sunflower yellow. Now this one is actually a pin that I had made in the past, and I didn't have any more of these nice big green beads, but I had some kind of blue-green ones, so I used that one on this one. So there we have today's fun project for 3 Girl Jam, and thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember, take some time to enjoy the little things. Have a great day. Bye.